everybody, welcome back to our channel. This is Sam and Olga.
Hello. Yeah, we would like to take the opportunity to uh, thank everyone who took the precious time to actually subscribe to our channel, as well as took the time to put up those beautiful comments. Please keep it coming. That is what keeps us chiving on. Today we're going to get into a topic which is simply what to expect when getting into a business or starting a business. Um, as we all know, getting into a venture or an area which is not familiar to you or to anyone can be quite scary sometimes. So, um, as again we pointed out on our previous videos that we are on this journey, we want to kind of like let you guys in on some of the stuff that you should be expecting when you get onto into a business. Some of the things you might not be expecting, but you should kind of
Get prepared for
be
it.
prepared.
Yeah. These are just things like in the very beginning.
Yeah.
We're not talking about when you're kind of into the business a little and the things that you should be expect there, because we're also not quite there yet. So this is just like in the very beginning
in
what
the
you
beginning
should be kind of aware of. Yeah.
Simply put, just have a very positive mindset to it and roll with it. So without further ado, I would like to dive into it and bring out the first point, which is point number 1: nervousness and anticipation.
Yes, you should be expecting a lot of that in the beginning, especially if this is your first time, stepping from a 9-to-5 job to a, entrepreneur type of business, working for yourself, because you don't quite know what to expect. So there'll be a lot of nervousness, and that comes with a lot of stress because there's a lot of anticipation.
Exactly.
But it's a positive kind of stress. It's a good stress, because that's the kind of stress that will push you to to see what your limits are and to actually keep you going to achieve your goals, right? So but expect a lot of nervousness in the beginning.
Yeah, because again, like I said, it's a new area. You're not sure what to expect. Frustrations and other things might kick in. But hey, keep your head up. Point number 2: success won't come overnight. Consistency is the key, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. A lot of people, they get into business or working for themselves thinking they can make a quick buck. But that's not the case if you want something sustainable, because anything that's worth having takes time, and that is especially true of trying to achieve financial freedom for yourself via entrepreneurship, right? So again, consistency is the key, and it's not going to happen overnight. The more consistent you are, the more the results are going to come. The more the results that you wish for. So if you are aware of that from the very beginning, then you'll guard yourself from any disappointment in terms of getting results as quick as possible.
So guys, there you are. Point number 3: do not let money become your motivator.
Yes. Well, the days of cold calling and hard selling and bombarding customers with sales pitches are long over. And those kinds of sales tactics do not work if you're going into something that has to do with sales. But basically, what you want to do, or to be successful these days in business, is to actually provide value to your customers, be valuable to your audience, right? Provide them with information, build relationships, and practice integrity and honesty. And over time, it's going to pay off in terms of the money will then be a byproduct of the value that you provide and you share with the world and with your customers, right?
Exactly.
And that is the most important thing to keep in mind.
Point number 4: expect a steep learning curve.
Yes.
There's
a lot to learn, obviously. Let's say I use the example of a plumber, right? If you have been a plumber all your life, and now you are transferring, or what's the word, transitioning into digital marketing, for example, right? That's a lot. It's quite different, and there's a lot to learn. Even if you want to use your profession to build your business around, you still need to know how to turn your expertise as a plumber, for example, or a carpenter or a hairdresser or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You need to know how to use that expertise and to digitalize it somehow, or to market it differently, right?
Yeah.
Or to work with it in a way that you don't actually do the physical work, but maybe perhaps be teaching it, hold courses about it, hold webinars about it, anything, right? But you'll need to know how to do that. So there's a lot of skills that need to be learned, computer skills, what have you. So that you have to be, expecting to that there's a lot of learning to do.
Exactly.
But the good thing is that there's tons of educational information out there, even on YouTube alone. I think I've mentioned it before, either in one of the videos or in one of the blog posts, that you can almost learn how to be a doctor just watching YouTube videos. That's how much information
theoretically
is out there, especially if you are in a community, or you have mentors that guide you and lead you. There's a lot of education usually also available through that. For us, for example, our mentors and the community that we're involved with, they have state-of-the-art education courses, certifications that you can state-of-the-art, and it works. Because take him, for example, right? 2 months ago, he didn't know the first thing about doing anything online. Now he's putting up videos. He has blog posts, you know, he's, we're doing advertisements, and that's all just through a step-by-step guide and educational system that is provided. So there is a lot out there for people to take advantage of, and it's not that hard to learn
at all.
So
the key is action, actually, guys.
Action. Just have to apply yourself.
Action, discipline.
Exactly.
It's
not as hard as people think, or as some people might think. So so what's the next point?
Actually, the next one, which is point number 5, self-discipline.
Self-discipline, yes. When you're used to a 9-to-5 job, you're kind of used to your boss kind of dictating what you do during your work day, and how fast it has to be done, and all of these things. And while you don't have anyone breathing down your neck anymore, if you start working for yourself, it is a relief. But at the same time, it also calls for self-discipline in terms of, now you have to schedule your day yourself. You have to plan your day, when you work, how you work, how much you work, and all of those things, right? And if you're not used to that, it could be quite difficult to get into a routine and to make that a habit. Because now nobody's going to be putting a fire under your behind, right? To go and get up and do this or do that. And in that environment, it could be easy to get complacent and to even become a little bit lazy, because you have that mindset of, I can do it whenever, right? So then you keep putting it off. But the thing is, the more you relax in your business, the more it's going to show a direct, it has a direct relation to with the outcome and your bottom line as well, right?
Exactly, true.
So you have to make up a schedule, a daily schedule, and you have to stick to it. You have to really, really stick to it and practice that self-discipline. And you have to be self-motivated, because you likely won't have anyone else to do that for you, not your boss, not your anyone. So that's important that you get ready for that and be prepared to practice self-discipline when it comes to scheduling your days and your work and stuff like that.
And I just want to throw in this quickly. So imagine you have to do all this, and also having kids on top, like little ones on top of all this, that can be quite challenging. So the need for planning and organizing your day, activities is very, very crucial.
Otherwise you won't have time to get anything done.
Comes to point number 6. Expect changes in your social life.
So what we mean by that is, basically, if you have ventured upon this journey of entrepreneurship, right, or working for yourself, getting out of a 9-to-5, right? It requires a certain mindset and a certain mentality. You have realized something, as far as that mindset is concerned, you are probably way further along than some of your friends and even family members. And there's a good chance that they will not share that mindset with you and not really be able to understand you, and therefore will even maybe try to talk you out of it, right? So that's the thing that you should expect, but don't take that too much to heart, especially when it comes to like family members and really close friends. Just take those notions really for what they are. It's just people that love you, that worry about you, that are concerned, but they just don't understand you, right? And that's okay. So just I would say use a certain level of discretion when it comes to telling them things about your business, especially in the beginning. Once you've come a little bit further and you know exactly what you're doing, then you can also explain things better to them and show them your results and show them what you're doing, and then they'll be able to follow and understand you more, right? But when it comes to, circle of friends or your peers, acquaintances, that kind of thing, and you are met with, or you met by, comments that are less than encouraging, let's say, then you just have to think of it that way. People that tell you that you cannot do something is really a reflection of their limits, not yours, okay? So you just have to keep that in mind, and you have to try and grow thick skin, because you are going to be met with rejection, and people are going to think that you're crazy, or how can you do this, and just because they don't understand it, right? So again, you have to grow a little bit of thick skin, and you just have to keep doing what you're doing, because if anything, you being consistent and being strong and be visibly convicted about what you are doing and what you want to accomplish, that shows, like, that sets a big message, right? To everyone. And quite frankly, like we've mentioned, or like I have mentioned in the previous video, what other people think of you is none of your business, right? And at the end of the day, once you have made it and you have achieved that success, what do you think those people are going to be? Right at your doorstep, right? And if not, then I think they weren't worth keeping around anyway. So
guys, that's so true. That brings us to our very last point, which is point number 7. The people that you think or you would expect to help you won't be there.
The ones you expect the most, those are the ones that are not going to come through for you. And we have experienced that ourselves. Sam has experienced it. I have experienced it. The people you think of, that you think, for sure, this person will let me do a presentation, for example, or this person will watch our videos like 100%, or this person will listen to me. Unfortunately, those are the people that don't do it at all. And it's not just our experience. I've heard it from so many other business partners from other businesses that we've tried, or I've said to you guys before, we've tried some network marketing before, and sometimes when you get into something like that, you just need a friend or a family member to just simply sit down and just listen to you, or allow you to hold a presentation, and they're absolutely under no obligations to buy anything or anything like that. And even that, people will not come through for you. And usually it's people that you don't even know, that will give you the reaction that you actually would expect, right? And the best example is actually us with our YouTube channel, right? We've had this YouTube channel for over a year. We post our videos or share it on social media, where everyone who is or is in the circle or was in the circle of our peers sees our posts. And I would say out of 100 people, it's maybe 10 that would either make a comment or like, or, let alone watch the video, right? And the funny thing is, those 10 people, they're not even part of that circle of peers, so
that we engage
with on a daily or weekly basis or whatever, right? So that's just
guys, these are some of the things, so that is why we started by saying you have to have a thick skin. You have to your mindset has to be very, very strong.
You have to be
clarity is what you would have to have, knowing where where you are and where you want to go.
Where you want to go. You have to have a conviction.
Yeah.
And you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And when it comes to these people, I really like that saying, the people that matter, they don't care, and the ones that care, they don't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I said before, those people that you might be worried about, those peers, you know, those in that circle of, you know, acquaintances, right? Those people will also never be your customers. They will never do business with you or anything. And you know, like I just said, it starts with even, you know, doing you a favor by listening to you do a presentation or something. It starts like that already, right? So you just have to go past that. Be prepared for that, you know.
Be prepared.
Of course, you know, everybody's situation is different, right? Like not everybody has the same kind of
exactly. I wanted to even touch on that
dimensions with their family and friends, right? But this is just a general,
it's a general
something that we have noticed with us and with other people, so we thought it would be good to kind of give you guys a heads up that it might happen.
All right. So
I think that's it for now, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Comes I mean that's we just have to keep our, you know, heads up and you know, do what is necessary and important for what matters to us and our families, and you know, and just keep moving on. Dwelling on what people think or say about you, it's not going to help you out one bit. If anything, you're going to retrogress, you know, in your success.
Because those things are going to keep you from moving forward.
Exactly, and you won't achieve what you set forth to achieve. So, just you know, some nuggets for you guys, you know, to kind of digest. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for
listening. Thanks for watching.
Taking time to listen to us and watch our videos.
That's right.
Please, like always, don't forget to subscribe and share and like our comment. And like our videos and comment on our videos, and all the positive things that comes with it.
All right. So we'll see you on Tuesday.
Until then,
have a good weekend.
bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis zum nächsten Mal.